Imagine a minor traffic stop escalating to you feeling like you need to leave the country. Just think about that. How we got from here, from point A covering on your tag, to I need to leave this country. If that doesn't say enough about how f***ed up the administrative aspects of this are, I mean, I don't know what will. The Random Patriots video is good? Yeah, all right, we'll check out Justin's video.
What's up? Welcome back. I'm in Benton, Arkansas today, and I'm about to go in here and talk to a guy named Kapil and his wife Ashley. Now, Kapil is from India, and he's here legally. He was actually delivering a pizza in the wrong part of town when a cop noticed him in the wrong part of town and pulled him over for having a license plate cover that came on the car when he bought it. Kapil's dad's actually been in law enforcement for about 35 years, so Kapil completely trusts law enforcement. When the cop asked if he could search Kapil's car, I was like, yeah, man, go ahead. So we're gonna get into the video first, and then we're gonna go in here and talk to Kapil and Ashley and learn what else happened in this story.
How's it going, man? I'm Officer Fresh out of Benton Police Department. Pulled you over because you got a license plate cover. You can't have those. So the actual cover that goes over the license plate, like the plastic piece, you can't have that. Anything that stops the reflection of light.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You're okay.
Okay.
Are you got your license, registration, insurance, all
Yes,
that?
sir, I do.
Okay. What are you doing down here in Benton, Arkansas, man?
I just got married here.
You just got married
Yeah,
here?
to my girlfriend, yeah.
Okay. Where's your girlfriend live at?
It's in
Gotcha, man. You got your registration for the vehicle
Yes,
and all
I do
that
have
stuff?
everything.
Okay, yeah, if you want to grab that for me, man. You got insurance for the vehicle by chance?
Yes, sir. It's all together.
Alright, man. Just hang tight for a second, okay?
Yeah.
First name Kapil, spelling King, Adam, Paul, Ida, Lincoln, K-A-P.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where's...
She's my wife. She's a nurse here.
Oh, she's a nurse
Yeah,
here?
she'll be here in next 6-7 minutes.
Oh, you're good, man. Where does she live at?
She lives in 610. We live together.
Oh, she lives up there off Alcoa?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where were you headed to right now? Were you headed back home?
Yeah, I was just heading back to Little Caesar Pizza to have a pizza and get back to there.
Oh, you went to go get pizza real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you coming from then?
I'm coming from there. They told me that it will be going to take roughly around 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, man. You got anything illegal in the vehicle? Do you know guns, drugs, bombs,
Nothing
hand
at all,
grenades,
sir.
nothing like that? Nothing?
Even my dad and uncle both are police, and so I am very much like, I have a very real love and affection towards this uniform.
All right, man.
Charles says, why do people feel they need to answer all these irrelevant questions? Well, the thing is like, most people don't even think that they're in a situation where they could be incriminated. Like this man right here probably thinks, oh, this is just a routine traffic stop. No big deal. This is going to give me a warning and I'll be on my way. He knows people who are police officers personally. He probably knows them intimately. Obviously, he's his father. So he probably has an overall conception about police that they're good people, because he knows good people that are cops. There's a lot of circumstantial variables that go into how people react to police interactions. A lot of times it's rooted in the fact that they've never really experienced a police interaction, and they don't really know like that you want to preserve your innocence and that any little thing you say could eventually end up being a big deal. While you and I walk around with the knowledge of the Fourth Amendment and the basic ideologies that come with that, but normal people, regular people, don't walk around with that knowledge. They don't have a practical understanding of how police interactions are supposed to work. So that's how they end up just, answering all these nonsense questions and likely incriminating themselves in some way, shape, or form. And this is one of the biggest things that I think ATA has really tried to combat throughout the years. But don't hate on this guy just because he's answering these questions. He's not an informed citizen. He's just another guy.
Would I have your consent to search the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anything.
All right, well, just hang tight for a second.
See, I mean, he just dropped consent to search just like that. He didn't even think about it. He's like, of course you can. I have nothing illegal in here. Why wouldn't I let you search me? Because that is the surface level logic that makes sense in the moment. But as soon as you peel that back just a little bit, you start to understand that, wow, that's probably not in my best interest. But it takes either gaining that knowledge through some other resource like YouTube, or actually being involved in a negative police interaction for people to wake up to the realization that they have rights and that they can they have abilities and things that they can do during a police interaction that will help them. You know, don't hate on this guy. He doesn't know any better.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, this might be a dumb question, but if all he has is a Canada driver's license, is he good?
Oh my gosh. Did they not cover this? We have an agreement with both Canada and Mexico to allow people who have a Canadian driver's license to drive in America or a Mexican driver's license to drive in America. Yes, if you have a Canadian driver's license, it is valid in America for the length of time that your stay is valid. This is probably not a situation that cops deal with very often, but this is just common. Like, everyone knows this.
Does he need...
He's good for 90 days. Are you going to try to give him a ticket for it? Or
I don't even think that that's right, that it's 90 days. I think it's based on how long you're going to be in the country. I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's a specific state law.
No, if anything, I'll do a warning, but I'm going to search his car, though. He came from one of those houses over here, so... And supposedly he was coming from Little Caesars to go back towards Alcoa. It's just kind of weird where he was located. So I'm just going to search his car. I'm just going to give him a warning on it, but I wanted to run that through before I get this warning processed and hand it to him. So he was parked over there in front of 202, Conrad, and then he's got a license plate cover, so that's PC all day, but he said he was coming from Little Caesars, headed back to Alcoa. He gave me consent to search the vehicle.
So he's going to Little Caesars?
He said he was coming from Little Caesars. This is going to take 15 minutes, but he's back on his way to Alcoa. All right, man. Do you want to step out of the vehicle for me? Do you got a Pennsylvania driver's license? Did you ever get one in Pennsylvania by chance?
No, I didn't live there for long. This is my 4th visit in US.
Okay. How long have you been in Benton, like you're in Arkansas?
Not more than 3 months. Like every time I have visit by road, never by plane. This is my 4th visit.
Hello, what's going on?
I'm his wife.
Okay.
Because he was bringing us pizza and we're like, what's taking you so long? So,
Gotcha.
okay.
He gave him consent to search, but if you don't mind, just maybe park in and we'll be right with you.
Okay.
Show Me Audits asked, what is the reason for the search? Well, he gave them permission. They asked, and he said yes. So they don't need a reason beyond that. And this is why you never just give consent to search. Make them work for it. Don't do it. You're going to find out right in this video, I'm sure, why you never give consent to search. It's not stupid. Like I said, Show Me Audits. He just doesn't know any better. It's not stupidity. It's just ignorance. And a warped perspective on law enforcement in general.
Yeah. So is that like a 2-3 day drive-ish?
Just one probably wrong.
Did she open his mail? Are you serious? This right here, what they're saying, mail is protected under the 4th Amendment. That would require something totally different. They can't just open mail that's in a car. What the
20 to 25.
Too crazy. Couldn't do it. By yourself, you would take it, the drive?
Just one.
That's boring, ain't it?
It is.
Probably a lot of phone calls, a lot of music.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's opening it right now while she's talking to him. Right in front of his face. Are you kidding me?
Music, energy drinks, and coffee.
Yeah.
That was definitely sealed, and it had a stamp on it as well.
I've been pulled over 4 times in Pennsylvania.
What does she expect to find in the envelope? You think that somebody's mailing that much of anything? Like, what quantity of drugs would be mailed in a envelope? Especially not a quantity that you couldn't just feel and tell there's something crazy. You're right. It's guilty, 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 gavel time. What the is that? Jesus Christ. Stay out of people's mail. I think that's a federal offense if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but they never mentioned about this plastic thing. Getting a citizenship is super easy than all over the world.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, another stupid question. Is liquid opium, is that a controlled substance?
Is liquid opium a controlled substance? Has this guy ever taken a drug class at all? This is what stupidity looks like. When you should have fucking known better, but you don't. Of course liquid opium would be illegal. Of course that would be a controlled substance. It's only the precursor for every opiate known to man. Like, just basic knowledge. This is shit that everyone knows, not just specific to a cop.
Is that a controlled substance?
Yeah, liquid opium. I'm trying to find it on drugs.com or looking at the controlled substance part, but I can't find anything that says anything other than like derivatives of opium. He's got a liquid vial that has a label that says opium parentheses W. That was in the center console.
Opium is Schedule 2.
It's Schedule 2?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what I need to know then. Thanks, sir.
No problem.
All right, bye. All right, man. I'm going to read you something, okay? All right, man. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney, to have an attorney present during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, won't be provided for you at government expense. Knowing and understanding your rights, I've explained them to you. Are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
Can you repeat that?
You're okay.
Yeah. Can
All right. That's okay. We can come over here, man. I'll read to you again, okay?
Okay.
Knowing and understanding your rights, I've explained them to you. Are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present? That's yes or no. Are you willing to answer any questions?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, good. He said he doesn't want to, so far anyway, but again, I'm sure he still trusts, he has no reason to think that anything bad is about to happen. Remember, we're viewing this, we need to put ourselves in this guy's shoes and just remove all the constitutional knowledge that we've gained over the years and just try to see this from his perspective. I hate that he's probably going to end up, talking to them, I'm sure. But this is the moment. As soon as you read that Miranda warning, your response should be, I'd like to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I would not answer any questions without my attorney present. And then you should just go silent after that. I don't think that that's what this guy's going to do, but you can already tell he has at least some reservations about what's going on here. But again, he has no reason not to trust these cops from his personal life experience.
So no, you don't answer any questions?
No, but I didn't do anything wrong, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, man. Go and turn around, put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
Why are you arrested him?
I'll tell you in just a second, okay?
He didn't do anything wrong.
All right, man. So right now you're being placed under arrest for possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 2, okay? Yes, sir.
Okay, now we're going back to the problem again, where they are doing this dumb bullshit where they arrest first, figure out the crime later. All this guy has is a vial of a liquid that says opium on it. To any normal functioning human being, you wouldn't immediately assume that it's literally opium, especially when it's accompanied by other colognes. Like, what would make you assume that this one bottle that says opium and not the one that says white musk and teak wood or whatever they probably said would actually be opium? That doesn't make any sense. You can buy opium since this is normal. Would you see this bottle and assume that this is opium? Does that look like literal opium to you? Nonsense. Blue Unicorn says, I'm surprised this cop doesn't have a field test kit. Like, yeah, exactly. That would be the bare minimum of, proceeding with this arrest. Yeah, everyone's calling for a field test. Exactly. He should have one. Skeptical says, I'm going to take a bottle to the gym and label it tap water. And I'll get the ick look. Yeah, apparently all you got to do to convince someone of what's in a bottle is put a label on it. That's how easy it is.
I'll tell you in a second, ma'am. All right.
Sir, what was the offense? Can you please repeat?
So you got a vial of opium that was in your center console. Go and take a seat. Okay. Give me a second, ma'am, and I'll explain what's going on, okay? I need you to take a deep breath. Okay? Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay. The reason your husband's being placed on arrest is because he had opium.
What is that?
Now, granted, this is not a traditional bottle, but like Justin said at the beginning of this video, who would clearly label their drugs? Who would do that? Especially in the absence of other drugs. Like, what is he even trying to label that for if there's no other drugs to get it confused with? You know what I mean? There's just so many, like, points that could be investigated that clearly call for further investigation here. And he's just taking everything at face value. Everything. This may very well be a sketchy bottle, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in the fucking industry of cologne making. The label should tell you. The label should tell you. And this is a liquid. I mean, there's so many context clues to put together. The roadside chemical tests should just clear all this up, right?
That opium. It's a Schedule 2 controlled substance, okay?
Okay. I don't even know what that is. He doesn't.
It's a drug. So he
Okay.
had that in his center console.
Okay.
So right now he's being placed under arrest. Okay. He's going to be taken down to Sling County Jail. He'll be processed through.
So they're just going to arrest him based purely on this bottle, that they have no idea what's inside of it, just because it says that.
In the car. Okay, then what's gonna happen? Then what's gonna happen?
So then he's going to get a charge for that. So more than likely, with it being a Saturday, he's going to have to wait till Monday to see a judge.
He's gonna stay in jail until Sunday?
Until Monday. Until
Okay.
Monday, ma'am.
Okay.
So until he can see a judge, okay?
Okay, hold on 1 second, please.
You need to take a deep breath, though, okay?
1 second, please.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, please. I'm confused on why he's going to jail. I want to see this, please,
He's got
sir.
his Okay.
I want to see this, please.
You gotta take some deep breaths.
Do you need to call an ambulance or anything?
No, I just want to talk to him, please.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't even know what's going on either.
So he's got opium. He's got a vial of opium, liquid opium, that was in the center console.
Can I please talk to him? He has his cell phone on him. Can I get his cell phone? His family's gonna be worried sick about him.
Yes.
She has no idea what the is even going on. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Can I please get his cell phone?
But before we go over there, I need you to bring it down a level, okay?
Okay.
Okay. We're not going to go over there with us being super hyped up
Okay.
emotionally, okay?
Okay.
So if we go over there, are you going to be able to stay calm for me?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do as well for you guys, okay? So typically we would tow a vehicle, but since you guys are married, I'm going to see if he's okay with you taking it, okay? And then we'll leave it here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
But I need you to bring it down just a level for me, okay? Before we go over there.
Thanks for the favor. Appreciate it.
Okay? Alright, so your vehicle right here, is she good to take your vehicle?
Yes, sir. I can
Okay. Okay, the keys in your pocket right now?
I would like you to show him what you found in the car, please. I've never seen this in my life. This. Have you ever seen this?
This is a scent.
It has written on here opium.
Opium scent. Open challenge.
Can you
Nobody
test
can
it?
prove it.
Can you test
I'm going
it?
to send it off to the drug lab.
You don't have
Oh my gosh. So you're going to put this guy in jail over the weekend instead of just doing a roadside test. This is ridiculous.
anything to test it right now?
I'm okay.
Test it right
I
now.
believe in my Lord, so don't worry
So,
about that.
unfortunately, I don't. Ma'am,
Calm down.
Okay.
I believe in my
Now
Lord.
you're gonna stay in jail till Monday. What do you mean calm down? I'm gonna tell your mother.
It's just a perfume. It's a perfume for smoking cigarette.
I swear to me,
Simple.
Camille.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy.
Where did you get this from?
From Rizwan store.
You swear to me. I'm calling
swear.
Rizwan. Where's your cell phone? Can I take
I
it with
swear
me?
on my mom and dad, I'm gonna eat their flesh if I do anything wrong in my life.
Okay. Can I
Don't worry
take?
about that.
you want her to have your phone or
jewelry and
anything?
stuff?
Yes, she can take anything if she wants.
Okay.
What about your jewelry and stuff? They're gonna take you to the jail. You have to see the
Don't
judge.
worry. Don't worry. I'm okay.
Okay. Will you tell him when he'll see the judge and stuff?
That's a perfume, nothing else.
Huh?
Chill out.
Are your keys in your other pocket?
Yes, sir. This
Oh, man.
That's a other.
It's going to be
It's got a
tested.
log.
If
Okay.
it
That's
tests,
Arabic
I got to log it in. If
Okay.
it comes tested
Okay.
and it tests negative,
How long will the
char-
test take to come back?
it depends on the drug lab. I can't tell you yes or no.
All right, I got to address this. Michelle Renee, that is a very one-dimensional perspective to have. One of the things that I preach constantly is having a nuanced opinion. and not getting drafted into ideological perspectives that blind you from the realities of the world we live in. And the blanket statement that all cops are bad is just as dumb as the blanket statement that all cops are good. Now, you could make an argument for the system of law enforcement is bad. The entire structure of law enforcement is bad. That's a valid perspective to have, because you could draw a bunch of facts to make that conclusion. But there's no world where we can say every single cop is bad. That's just, it's short-sighted. It's a bad take. It's dumb. Just not what we're here to do. If we're asking the police to take everything that the citizens do and treat us all with the same degree of dignity and with the same level of expectations, then we should at least try to return that favor. And granted, don't get me wrong, the system is fucked up. We have a lot of bad cops, but that doesn't mean they're all bad. We just watched 2 interactions prior to this that both had fantastic police officers and public officials. So again, that's just incorrect. It's not right, and it's a bad way to view the world, and it's never going to change anything.
It's going to take a long time or not. So, but it'll go to court. If it tests negative, the charge will be dropped.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Not a big perfume. Don't worry.
Okay.
Chill out.
Give it an hour or 2. You can call down the jail. They'll be able to give you more information from there.
Okay.
Like I said, he's going to see a judge on Monday.
Okay.
And they'll take it from there, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I really
ma'am.
appreciate it.
Huh?
Did he tell you why he had opium?
No, he refused because I asked him if he'd be willing to answer any questions. He said no. So,
okay.
And then when the wife came over, he's like, "Oh, it's just a perfume."
He asked him if he wanted to talk about it. He said no. And
Yep.
Somehow he found out it was opium.
There's a label on it.
It says opium.
There's a label that says opium parentheses W. So, and he's telling the wife that it's perfume.
I see.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't talk to you about it at all.
And I found him over there off of Conrad.
Guys, I think a lot of you are conflating some things here. If a cop does not do something about a bad cop, then yes, they are also a bad cop. But that doesn't mean that all departments are filled with cops who are just covering for each other at all times. There are good cops out there. And if you think that there aren't, you're wrong. Get some nuance in your opinion, please.
And he was saying that he was coming from Little Caesar going to Alcoa.
Is that just a screw top? There's no atomizer on the top of it like a perfume bottle would have?
You got gloves?
I mean, I have another glove, but I'm trying not to touch it too much.
That's a fair critique to have about there not being an atomizer top, you know, because this being a sketchy bottle is one thing, but I just can't believe that they don't have the resources to test this right here and now.
I didn't open it. Is that what you're wanting me to do, is open it?
Well, if you open it, it's just an open top, and it's not a perfume. I mean, well, most likely not a perfume bottle, you know what I mean? Just one more thing. I'm not saying expose yourself. Hello.
I mean, the fact that's labeled in this, though, too, still.
Yeah.
He keeps pointing to the label as if like that's a legitimate fact to build reasonable suspicion on. And I just think that actually hurts the credibility that this is actually drugs inside this container. Because it's just impractical and dumb to label this is opium. That just seems so stupid. Michelle says, I did actually see one of your videos of yours of a female cop that got pulled off a roid raging cop attacking a man. She probably got fired. There you go. I mean, there are examples of good cops. He stole the sample bottle from the gas station. I think he said that someone he knew gave him this bottle from a store that they own. Hide your Coke with a label saying flour and they can't do anything. Yeah, exactly. If we reverse the roles here and we put an actual drug into a container that was labeled like something innocent, would that be enough for them to just leave it alone? And if it's not, then how is the opposite true?
It's in a roller thing? I don't know. But he doesn't want to talk to you about it at all.
No, it's still labeled that.
Okay, well, they opened it up and it has a roller on it. which is just kind of killed the suspiciousness of this bottle now, because that is an alternative way to apply cologne is through a roller instead of an atomizer. So there goes that, whole argument.
That way too.
Well, it might be a perfume called opium. Think about what a defense attorney would ask you. But
boom, he said it. It could be a perfume called opium. Think about what a defense attorney might ask you. That's some good advice. Let's see if they follow it.
the fact that he doesn't want to talk to you about it and just tell you that it's perfume, that's a different story.
Yeah. And I told her too, because she was...
He said something about cigarettes though with that.
Yeah.
So probably rolling it onto his cigarettes and smoking it.
Something
Opium
like
is
that.
typically smoked. That's why it's weird for it to see it in liquid form.
Hey, I'm Sergeant Davidson with the Benton Police Department.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Is this Ashley Mays?
On May the 3rd, he was stopped by Officer Freshour and for a reflective license plate cover, and he asked him if he could search the car. He doesn't do anything. He's not, so he said, yeah, sure. And so he searched the car, and in the center console, he found a bottle of roll-on cologne called Opium. That is the name of the cologne.
Mm-hmm.
And Officer Freshour said it was drugs and that he was taken to jail and so on and so forth. Okay, well, he's now being detained by ICE, and we cannot get him a bond until this situation here is resolved.
Well,
What? He's being detained by ICE? Where did they come into this? I mean, he's married. He's married to an American woman. What does ICE have anything to do with this? He told the cops that he just got married. So clearly he's a citizen. What the fuck is ICE? Why is he in ICE possession? How did that even happen?
process right now is just to wait on the crime lab results, because if the results come back negative for any drugs, then the charges will be dropped. It won't be
Okay, how long
prosecuted.
do they take to come back?
That's a really good point that Justin is bringing up right here. And there's, again, that saying, you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride. And apparently this guy's ride is through the federal government somehow. I just don't understand how ICE is involved in this interaction whatsoever. Like, he did not commit any federal crimes. He just got married. I mean, what?
It differs. There's no way to know.
CD says marriage doesn't immediately make you a citizen. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I mean, I was always under that impression that once you got a marriage certificate, I mean, you could apply for citizenship easily.
Know exactly how long it's going to take for them to test it. We are a complete.
Oh yeah, he's a Canadian. So why would they send a Canadian to ICE?
Completely separate entity from the crime lab. I'll tell you, so I was out on that traffic stop. I was a supervisor that showed up there at the end, and I could tell you were upset. Nothing's going to happen to him until due process has taken
Right, but the
place.
problem is I can't even get him out on bond until this has been taken care of.
I saw the vial that he was talking about, and what clued him in that there was something off about it when I'm talking about Officer Freshour was that your husband was talking about rolling it on cigarettes or something like that, and that's typically something that we see with drugs that would be inhaled on a cigarette, like PCP
He
or
rolled it
something
on
like
his
that.
fingers. He said, if you go back and listen to the video, because I started recording as well, sir, and I listened to the video myself, and he said in there, I roll it on my fingers after I smoke cigarettes.
Is that what he said? Where he said, I roll it on my fingers after I smoke a cigarette. I kind of want to go back and see what he said there.
It's a perfume for smoking cigarette.
Did we miss it?
Chill out.
Are your keys in your other pocket?
I mean, I could see that being a reasonable excuse as to why someone would have it.
He's a very hygienic, very clean person.
Okay. And that may very well be a possibility. I'm not going to completely discount that. But our standard operating procedure at the moment is if we believe something is a drug or narcotic, we go in charge, we send it to the lab, we let them test it. And pending those.
Okay, that's a really policy to have. So you mean to tell me that anytime you suspect something is drugs, you arrest the person before you confirm that it's drugs? What? Is that how it should be? Now, I'm not commenting on whether or not that is lawful, because I suspect that it probably is. But is that the right way we should be doing that? Are there least intrusive means to carry out that mission? Certainly. What the fuck kind of a policy is this? Absolutely insane.
Those results, we'll make a decision on whether or not there needs to be prosecution.
I asked him too. I said, "Where did you get this from?" On site there, I asked him that. You can go back and look at video footage. He told me where he got it from. I contacted that person and said, "Hey, did he buy this there?" He said, "Yes." I said, "I need a letter." The guy sent me his letter, a business license, his driver's license, everything in from where he bought this from. So,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not...
She's saying, I'm giving you all the tools to prove his innocence, and you guys just aren't doing an investigation.
Not sure.
Could you bring that to me?
Yes, I can right now. I'll be on my way in 10 minutes.
Okay. I
I can forward you the email, whatever you need. The store owner, when I contacted him, he sent it to the criminal defense attorney, and he sent it to the immigration attorney as well. And if the store is saying he bought it from there, I'm just mind blown that. And the guy's willing to come to court. I said, "You've got to be on the court on June the 17th to testify this." He said, "I will do whatever I have to do." If he bought it from my store.
Yeah, just talking to Officer Freshour, he said your husband was parked in front of a known drug trafficking residence, and that when he Mirandized him to see if he wanted to answer any questions about the vial itself and its contents, he refused to speak with Officer Freshour.
Okay, and what are you saying? What is that? How's that relevant to arresting him? When we asked to speak with him, he invoked his rights. You read him the Miranda right first. That's the point at which he shouldn't be talking to you. I hate that they're using that against him right now.
So that
and that's because he has an immigration attorney already, and he thought that this was what this was about.
Rather than waiting for the crime lab results and then writing a warrant after the fact, because most of the time people flee. That's nothing on an individual. I'm not saying your husband would have done that. I'm just saying that's the majority of cases.
So that's their justification for this dumb policy, by the way.
We go ahead and detain, and then we test, and then pending those results, things can be dropped. We didn't have a canine available that day. And
this is just the way to go about policing drugs. This is the worst way you can do it. You couldn't be more intrusive and more backwards about how you go about investigating these things than this right here.
And we don't have any field drug test kits. And if we did, those aren't admissible in court.
I would like to also let you know that the reason, so he was coming from Little Caesars and he was coming back home. But to be very honest with you, sir, he was delivering food over in that area, and I had proof of that as well. I can show you the address where he delivered the food to, as I have his phone.
Yeah, that's another thing. He told them he was getting pizza. He was waiting for the order. The whole, he was in front of a drug house, bull nonsense.
So I do have proof that he was delivering right there. So,
yes, all of that.
He would deliver. Okay,
all of that would help us. I know it's his right under federal law to refuse to speak with us without an attorney present. I just wish that he would have said, "Hey, you guys are, this is."
Oh, I just wish he would have surrendered his rights. Maybe if he had just surrendered his right to silence, we wouldn't have arrested him. Maybe we would have actually carried out an investigation instead of doing all this. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. This guy is a sergeant, by the way.
This is absolutely just perfume. I'll sit here as long as you need. You can take it and test it. Just let me get on out of here. What we could have done was sent it off for testing and charged after the fact if it turned out to be something. If not, it would have been returned to you.
So he's saying that they even have a protocol where they could have just taken the drugs, tested it, and wrote a warrant later, but they were so convinced by this bottle, and because the guy decided to invoke his rights, that was the precipice for them deciding to do it this way instead and making this guy end up in ICE custody somehow.
I'm just devastated. I mean, over a bottle of cologne.
Here's what I can do. I can contact our evidence technician and see if there's any way she can contact the crime lab and see what their ETA might be.
Hello.
Hey, it's Davidson, Benton PD. Hey, I was able to get a hold of the crime lab. They got the submission on the 3rd, and I asked them as a favor to me to put a rush on it, and they said it usually takes up to like 6 months, but they're going to order a rush and it's only going to take up to 15 days.
Are you kidding me? Wait, are you telling me that your procedure is to make people have to post a bond out of jail and keep them in limbo for 6 months on charges that are probably complete bullshit? What the is that? Look, I'm just going to say this. The war on drugs has been an utter failure. An utter failure on behalf of law enforcement and our legislators. It's not just the states' governments that are causing this problem. It's the bought and paid for bureaucrats that run the federal government that are directly causing like this to happen. These cops and this whole protocol, it's just insanity. Mad Max says, love the body cam is documenting all of this. I wish they all had body cams every minute they are on the clock. Seriously. Yeah, Rojice has a good point. From a plate cover all the way to a supposed drug bust and then into ICE custody beyond that. What are we coming to?
With that, they can only tell me if it's
this
a drug
is
or
insanity.
if it's not a drug, because if they get positive on a drug, they have to order whatever type of drug it is to test it against. Obviously, if it comes back no drug, then...
Wait a minute. There's just a drug ordering operation going on out here for the government? They can just order drugs like that? Who runs that business where they're just making drugs for the government to compare to other drugs? I mean, I'm not very well informed on the whole how drugs are actually tested or what that lab setting is like, but that's pretty fucking wild that someone out there is just making pure drugs for the government to compare with suspected drugs.
Everything will be dropped and he'll be notified and released and all that other stuff. The photograph that man sent you of the cologne that he sells in his store, did they all look like that, labeled in that way?
Yes. They say pink pussy. They have mutton musk. They have legend with the same. It's got M in parentheses, some in W in parentheses. It looks very, very similar.
The W is for women. W. That's what the W was for. I'm just now putting that together. I was wondering this whole time, like, what does that W mean? It's women. And then the men are the other parentheses. Can't believe I didn't immediately know that. Sequence says the National Institute of Standards and Technology makes standardized items for scientific comparison. Should have been a scientist. Jason Ledbetter says, I want a ton of this content in addition to yours, and it sure seems like that we only have the illusion of actual rights. If at any point they can be subjugated, then what good are the supposed rights? Yes. That reminds me of the Martin Luther King quote. The injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere is essentially the quote. I agree with that.
I'm actually trying to buy the KFC right now, headed down there.
I'm going to call the jail to see if they'll give him a bond.
Thomas says, well, him using women's cologne is for sure a crime. That's funny.
My request. I have no problem with them
They've
giving him a bond.
already given him a bond.
Oh, so he's not out yet? They won't let him pay his bond?
No. What happened is they gave him a bond, but due to all of this, he was detained by ICE.
Oh, okay.
And now we cannot request a bond hearing from ICE until this is taken care of.
That's what I don't get. Is like, what is he being detained by ICE for? I can see the argument for these ignorant cops to say, well, we had reasonable suspicion based on all this dumb. We're idiots, so we didn't do an investigation, whatever. But where does ICE have the authority to detain this guy? Was he in the country illegally? I didn't see anything that would suggest that. And he told the officers many times that of his citizenship situation. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe, Socksmith says, maybe an expired visa. Maybe there's something we don't know about going on here, but just based purely on the interaction we watched, I can't understand where the connection to ICE is coming from. Is just being accused of a crime and being a quote-unquote foreigner, because I mean, honestly, we don't really know the status of his citizenship, but I don't know, is that enough for ICE to just detain anyone? This to me just comes off very heavily as like federal government overreach, which I'm sure we've all been talking about a lot lately. They do explain it. Okay, well, let's get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave him a signature bond of $25,000. I hired a criminal defense attorney that Sunday night, and she went in there with me Monday morning.
Let me call the jail and see what that's about. See if I can help you in that aspect. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. I'm here now.
Okay. Hello.
So this is a letter from the Smoke and Chill.
Okay.
Okay, the front, this is just print out this way.
Yo, shout out to this guy's wife for just being a boss. Like, she's not giving up on getting his ass out of there. These are the kind of people you need in your life when you are involved in situations like this. So you got to have people in your corner. And it's rare, honestly, to have ride or die people like this. And so shout out to his wife. She's doing everything she can.
Okay, that's the business owner from the Smoke and Chill.
What is the Smoke and Chill?
It's it's in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I guess it's just a gas station, smoke shop there. Okay, and he worked there previously before he came here. This is where he was at delivering for Little Caesars. Okay, and this is the address that he delivered to over there. And these are the bottles inside the store here. See, this one don't say body oil on it. This one does, and this one does, but this one doesn't.
Let me take a look at this.
Okay.
I'm going to discuss this with the experts. Okay. I'm going to call our SIU lieutenant.
Okay.
And I will call you back and let you know, okay? There's all kinds of ways that people disguise drugs and narcotics so that they can ingest them in a very low-profile way. And that's all we were saying at the time. Just, hey, man, this looks weird. Do you want to talk to us about it?
What exactly is low profile about putting the word opium on a bottle? What is low profile about that? That's like the highest profile you could put. If you put, hey, this is drugs. Like, just imagine having a bag full of drugs and you put the word drugs on it. Yeah, this will fool them. What? They'll never guess what's in here. Very sneaky.
I don't know if you looked at the body camera or not. I started recording when I was on scene, and he told him on 4 different occasions, this is a scent. This is from an Arabic store. I said, who did you get it from? He said, Rizwan, which is the store owner's name. Like, I'm just begging for help at this point.
Hello.
Hey, is this Rizwan?
Yes, I'm speaking.
Hey, I'm Sergeant Davidson with the Benton Police Department. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Kapil.
Yeah.
I've noticed some photographs provided by his wife of some perfume that's sold in your store, and I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about it.
Yes, please.
Okay, is it just perfume, or is it infused with any kind of THC or CBD or anything like that?
No, it's just...
Why? Where would he get that? I thought this was opium. We thought this was opium. Why are we talking about CBD, THC? What does that have to do with it? I thought we thought this was opium.
A body oil, a perfume, a fragrance. That's it.
Okay. Do you mind if I get some quick information from you just as a witness?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Please let me know your email. I can send you the supplies number. They are located in Manhattan. If you write opium perfume, opium body oil, you get a lot of listings people are selling.
Hey, it's Sergeant Davidson.
Rojai says, finally an investigation. I know, right?
Hey.
Hey, I'm all over the place trying to figure this out. Do you know where he's being held at?
Yes, he's held at Wynn Correctional Facility in Louisiana.
At what? Wynn?
Yes, sir. It's called WINN Correctional Facility. It's the ICE facility there.
Nobody seems to know why he was picked up because he's already posted bond for this charge.
I can tell you why he was picked up. And Lieutenant Grant called ICE herself multiple times and said that she had been instructed by her higher up to contact them.
Uh-oh. So they just decided randomly to hand him over to ICE? Where is the ICE coming in at? I'm still not seeing it. They just randomly said, oh, hey, we got a foreign guy in here. Let's see if ICE wants him. Like, what the? Yeah, and this. Don't, like, what? And your higher ups. What the are you talking about?
By her higher up to contact them.
Kapil and Ashley, how'd y'all meet?
We met on a dating site on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yep.
Okay.
And we started talking, and I don't know, it became like someone I would just tell everyone.
Yo, shout out to Justin for actually going there and doing an interview with these people. This is good journalism. Not only did he get the story, put it out there in the public, but he went there, he followed up. This is props to Justin.
Because every 180 days,
Yeah.
you have to file an extension for another 180 days, and you would have had to do that for the remainder of the 11 months to go through your process of your marriage to become an actual citizen. And so you had paid her to do that. She didn't do that. And so because she didn't do that, your visa is expired technically.
Okay. So this is where I take back what I said about that cop being a bit, because if he had an expired visa, now I can see where the ICE connection comes to. Makes me think that that might have been a legitimate reason to contact them at least. Yeah, immigration law is a thing. Oftentimes it, and the whole structure of immigration is totally in our country, but it's still a law. You know, we can't just argue against that. I mean, this is, yeah, the lawyer dropping the ball. That's a good point, Rojice. When they're paid to make sure that this kind of doesn't happen is ridiculous. And I don't know, I'd be filing a fucking lawsuit if I were them, or at least filing a bar complaint at the very minimum.
I would have left.
You were
my
about to
whole
leave
life.
the whole country.
Yeah, we're going to Portugal.
Just to get away from it.
Yeah, we already
She was trying
figured
to
out
file the visas and
for
everything
Portugal,
for her. So,
and I already looked into all this, trying to learn their language.
Imagine a minor traffic stop escalating to you feeling like you need to leave the country. Just think about that. How we got from here, from point A covering on your tag, to I need to leave this country. If that doesn't say enough about how f***ed up the administrative aspects of this are, I mean, I don't know what will.
A little bit. I said we're going to make something good come up.
And now you're stuck here.
Now we're stuck here for 3 years, but you know what? At least we're together.
And shout out to the Random Patriot. Shout out to Justin. That was great coverage, and all that context at the end was awesome. If you're not subscribed to Justin already, I highly suggest that you do. Like I said, I just can't imagine going from a minor traffic stop to filling out visa applications to move to Portugal. There's something so f***ed up in there somewhere, you know? I mean, just insane.